Well, Ozempic has been changing people's lives. No doubt about it. It was something that once upon a time was really just a drug that was meant for people with diabetes. And then they started prescribing it for people to lose weight and many other things. And now who knows what they'll wind up using Ozempic for. But I don't know that it's been tested long term for people using it that way. And I think that might be what's interesting is, okay, is this something that people can use for something other than diabetes and it do what it's supposed to do and you not have any ill effects later on in life? Well, there's a 30-year-old singer named Avery. She's from Phoenix, Arizona, and she had a video that was out yesterday talking about her Ozempic experience, and it's gone viral now. Now, what had happened with her, she's a singer, and she got dropped from her label because they said she was overweight.
Oh.
Yes.
That sucks.
So she had an eating disorder, and she, for her career, wanted to lose that weight. So she got on the Ozempic, and she took it for just a year. And in the video, she looks very thin. Never know she had any kind of issues, and maybe that's a credit to the Ozempic, but she got some disturbing news after she went to the doctor. Here she is in her viral video talking about it.
I just left the doctor's office. I went to get a checkup because I've been off of Ozempic for 2 months now, and I just wanted to see if my body was in better condition, if there were any permanent damages. Kind of in shock right now because I wasn't expecting this, but I guess Ozempic can cause bone density loss, and I didn't think that that would happen to me because I was only on it for a year. But I have significant bone loss. I have osteoporosis and osteopenia, so that I don't know, there's like several of them that I have. I wasn't expecting that, but that's what happens if you use Ozempic for weight loss and you lose too much weight.
So, I mean, is this just a rare situation? Is she accurate with her information?
I mean, that may be her journey, but that's certainly not everybody's journey. And if you do it right, you should be getting body fat analysis, muscle analysis, bone density analysis. Like, if you do it the right way with a team monitoring you and you go in every 6 weeks, then you would be able to see that sort of thing.
Question: is it possible she could have had these conditions regardless
Absolutely.
with Ozempic? I'm just asking.
Anything is possible.
Well, what they're saying is that if you are vulnerable already to fractures, that using Ozempic could lead to brittle bones. So it might be something where before you get on a regimen of Ozempic, you probably need to fully go through your entire body and everything that's going on to get a thorough checkup to make sure that it is something that is good for you and will not cause other problems.
Oh, bone on bone Pennington over here?
Right.
I don't think I'd be a good Ozempic
No.
candidate.
Well, you don't need it, first of all.
I don't want it.
So, I don't know a lot about it. I think it's interesting. I think you are hearing some of these issues that are popping up, and I just wonder, are we going to maybe one day look and say, hey, we probably should have done more research on Ozempic before we started using it the way we did.
And look, I mean, you shouldn't be doing it for forever, and you shouldn't be doing it in high doses. You can taper, and you can do less than they tell you to do.
Mm-hmm.
I have always done less than they've told me to do. I'm not on it currently. I haven't been on it since October of last year. Like,
So we want Ozempic, then meat nugget, then, okay.
Now I'm just trying to not go crazy because mentally I'm about to snap. So I don't think it's healthy.
So we finally got to the psyche part of the list.
Now we're in intensive psychology and psychiatry.
Mm-hmm. Now, one person texted in, they said, I have a history of eating disorders, and I was diagnosed with osteoporosis after a femur fracture at age 25. It's the weight loss and possible nutrient deficiencies that could be leading to that. So think about it. When you're not eating, and maybe she's not really eating at all, saying, I'm not ever hungry, your body still needs vitamins and nutrients. And
Absolutely.
So that might be something, if you do Ozempic, you may be like, I don't ever need to eat again. Well,
this is why you have to do do it with a team of experts that keep testing your blood, keep testing your body fat and your muscle and your bone density. Like, this is the way to do it right, with a monitoring every 6 weeks. If you don't do that, then you could hurt yourself. And that's for anybody.
I think people need to realize that maybe Ozempic still is not necessarily a magic pill.
Or a magic shot.
Right.
The shot works better than the pill.
Well, it's like anything. Anytime you put something in your body, not everyone's going to react the same way. If you're on Ozempic and I did Ozempic, I may not respond well to it.
Right, and you might have already been predisposed for osteoporosis, and then you've kicked it up now by depleting all of your good stuff for your bones.
What is that? What's osteoporosis?
It's bones.
Soft bones?
Density of your bones, I think, and you get like fractures easy.
Easily going to have that. Probably already got it.
Nah.
These old soft bones over.
Just anytime you're going to put stuff in your body, you got to get people around you, helping you, guiding you. And it's okay to be cautious and not do full doses of this stuff, because a lot of these places want you to do a full dose because they want you to get more of it and sell you more of it, and it's a business. Don't forget that. But you can always say, no, I'm not going to do the full dose. I'm going to taper myself. I'm going to do maybe a half dose and see how I feel, and a half dose. You're really just trying to control the cravings in your eating, and there's a sweet spot where you can do that without doing too much Ozempic or Mounjaro or whatever it is.
I don't know if it's the proper time to say it, but all this talk about Ozempic is making the bird hungry. Who wants breakfast? It is on me.
It's having the opposite effect.
You want some pancakes, girl?
I don't, because I'm trying to train myself to be better.
One text here says, any weight loss plan, including surgical ones, require heavy protein and vegetables, a base of your diet to prevent bone loss. And they always recommend strength training to prevent these issues as well. So it is a whole regimen, and it sounds like for her, maybe she ignored part of the regimen of going on Ozempic. So make sure you get the entire plan and you follow all of it all the way through. There are some other medications that really kind of fluctuate your weight as well. Jaybird, you said you knew somebody that was on antidepressants and they gained weight from it, which made them actually more depressed.
Yeah, they gained 20 pounds. In fact, they've tried a few different antidepressants, and she keeps gaining weight on them. But her husband feels like the medication helps her mentally, but she doesn't like the way it's making her look and feel.
What good is being mentally stable if you're physically sad with your body?
But he says the other issue she was having, he notices a major improvement, but now she's upset about the weight that she's gaining.
Right.
So it's kind of like... And that can happen. Antidepressants can go one or two ways. You can lose weight on them, or you can gain weight on them, depending on your body chemistry.
Is Prozac one of those?
It's a SSRI.
The doctor recommended Prozac for me yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know. I got to do some research. I'm not taking that until I figure out. If I start popping Prozac and I put on 30 pounds, y'all will see me jump off this balcony.
Well, here's the thing, too. People really kind of forget about. You're not supposed to drink on that stuff, and if you take Prozac and all of a sudden you have 2 glasses of wine, it's gonna feel like 4 or 5 for some people.
You've talked me out of it.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to hear.
Well, people don't realize it. They'll go out and have 2 glasses of wine like they normally do, but they're now on a Zoloft or a Prozac, and they're in a blackout.
I don't want that.
Yeah, Stephanie says, I gained 25 pounds in 5 months on Prozac.
Oh,
and then you're all depressed.
That's going to make you depressed. If you don't want to gain 25 pounds and you're taking this medicine for depression, you're still going to be depressed.
I did tell them that there's other options to look into. Just because you've tried a few medications, it's not working. There's other things you can do. Don't give up on it. But yeah, I think if you're gaining 20 pounds and that's making you sad, we now have to make an adjustment with that.
Right.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.